And we're going to hear numbers aren't sexy, but they do tell a story. Then we have a special guest with some big news. We have Big Creek Winery West with us today, and they are located on the historic Lawrenceburg Square. And Nathan, do you want to start us out?
Sure. Today, or this week's quote is, every day you'll have opportunities to take chances, to work outside your safety net. Sure, it's a lot easier to stay in your comfort zone. In my case, business suits and real estate, minus suit. But sometimes you have to take risks. When the risks pay off, that's when you reap the biggest rewards. Donald Trump.
Yes. As you know, Donald made his millions from real estate. So, all right, how was everybody's weekend? And then we also had the 4th, because we weren't here on the 4th, which was last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
So, how was everybody's weekend?
Busy, like usual.
How was your guys' weekend?
We had a real good turnout this week.
Yeah. Good.
Yes, very well. Yes.
So, if you hear some voices or see some different people in our office, we have Big Creek Winery with us. And go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm the manager at Big Creek Winery West on Public Square in Lawrenceburg.
Bob Zabko here from Lawrence County, Tennessee. Big Creek Winery West.
Yay. So they're going to talk about some events that we are collaborating with together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. What'd you do? Did you go kayaking or something?
We did. We actually took a night off, and we stayed down at a cabin on Shoal Creek. So if you've never done that, it's a great relaxing place. I know a lady who owns a couple of cabins down there, and we floated the creek, got caught in a little bit of a storm, had to stop for a little bit. That was interesting. And then we headed back, and we took a couple of days off. But ever since then, we have gone, full steam ahead with the remodeling of our house, plus just work's been really booming right now for us. We are putting in 16-hour days sometimes.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. We spent our 4th of July laying floor. We did, but I did write a cool note on the floor, so if anybody pulls it up.
That.
What it said?
We're just trying. So we put some we put new subfloor down, and then we just put a new flooring on top of that. It's really nice flooring, by the way. It's really nice. But underneath the actual flooring, we put in pencil. We're trying to reach you about your car extended warranty.
Oh, yeah.
About your extended warranty. We've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty.
It's just going to be a little joke 20 years down the road when somebody rips that floor up and they'll see it. It might be obsolete.
We couldn't find the marker, so I sat there for probably 20 minutes drawing with a carpenter's pencil.
Yeah, first of all, the last 20 minutes of that evening was writing that note, and we had probably about an hour left of flooring, but instead of doing the flooring, we wrote that note.
Priorities.
I don't know. It's priorities.
We talked about doing that. Remember, we talked about getting a skeleton, one of those plastic skeletons, and putting them in I bought a house, a remodel house, and she helped me a couple of times in this remodel house at the cabinetry. Nathan did too. Yeah, Nathan helped. And
Nathan helped. Nathan just put a lot of hours in that thing.
He did a little, yeah. And anyway, there's a cubby hole in the cabinet where nothing was, and we were going to put a plastic skeleton down in there. So when somebody pulled the cabinet,
that voided space behind your wall and your corner cabinets, there was just this void of not used space, and that's where the skeleton was going to go.
We couldn't find one, so we didn't get to do that.
I hope to do that because we're fixing to put in countertops. If we have dead space, we're doing that. I'm finding one.
We will have a little bit of dead space because we're doing 2 corner cabinets.
Ooh, we need to put a good note on there.
We've got to put it on the outside wall. Don't put it on the inside wall because I need to pack that with insulation because that's where the tub is.
So
on the other
we need to
side.
get a bottle too from the winery and stick in there with it like he's been drinking.
Oh my gosh, that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be a neat thing. Yes, my 4th of July was pretty quiet. I went to Memphis and went to the Miss Tennessee pageant. I was helped instigate getting Shelby Lee there, and he got, our local singer-songwriter, and he was invited to be on the stage to sing his song that he wrote, Miss Tennessee. So I was really excited for him, and I helped with part of that. And as a thank you, I got 2 tickets, which then I found out these 2 tickets were VIP tickets, which I thought was kind of exciting until I sat down, and then people started sitting around us. Now, mind you, I've never been to a pageant before, so I'm not real sure how all this works. And so I was dressed okay, and I had my jeans on, and they were stylish holey jeans and a nice shirt, and Bella had a cute little dress on, and we're sitting there, and the people sitting around us come in with tuxedos and tails and formal gowns, and here we sit. So it was a little interesting. I was kind of embarrassed to even get up to go to the bathroom, but oh well, life goes on, I guess. But it was funny. And got to see Shelby sing on the stage, and really enjoyed that, and was proud that he was representing. If you've never heard the song Miss Tennessee, Lawrence County is part of that song, so you really need to listen to it. He talks about our fair and all kinds of stuff. So shout out to Shelby and Matthew Huntley for writing that.
Huntley. What else we got? Anybody else got anything? What did y'all do the 4th at Big Creek Winery? Did y'all do
Nothing.
anything?
We
We
were
were
closed. We were
closed.
closed on Tuesday.
So y'all rested.
Yes.
Y'all took the day off? Y'all didn't do anything personally, though?
No.
A lot of yard work and
Yeah,
barn work,
pretty
and
much.
took care of the horses. And
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
That's like us, just
Enjoy
work.
some
Yeah.
peace and quiet.
I did paperwork and computer work, and
It's
that
just,
kind of
I think
stuff.
for a lot of people, it's just another day. I was talking to, especially if you own your own business, a lot of times, I was talking to one of my clients, and that's what she was telling me. She's like, she didn't even realize it was Memorial Day, and worked right through it too. It's just another day for the most of the time, because we work all the time. There's the benefits of, I guess, of owning your own business, but then sometimes not.
right.
But
Right.
we do have a lot of the freedom that we need and flexibility, but days can be long.
I know I'm glad I was home because my dog went spastic. Cody, if anybody knows Cody's spastic to begin with, and the fireworks really set him off. He was having a hard time. And then they were shooting guns yesterday, and I thought he was just going to have a fit. I thought I was going to have to take him and leave. He was just like stroking out or something. He was just crazy. And anyway, so we are going to go to a commercial, and when we get back, we are going to hear about some rallies coming up.
What's up, y'all? This is Charles Mott, a local singer and songwriter here in Lawrence County, Tennessee, the place that I call home. And if you're looking for somewhere to come home to, get a hold of Teresa at Flora Mid-South Realty.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out. Call 931-762-4247 or stop by their offices at 1288 First Avenue in Lawrenceburg or online at floramidSouthRealty.com.
Dark as the night before dawn.
Hey y'all, this is Big Fred. I like living in Lawrence County, and I think you would too. So if you want to live in Lawrence County, you should contact Flora Mid-South Realty. They'll fix you up.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out. Call 931-762-4247 or stop by their offices at 1288 First Avenue in Lawrenceburg or online at floramidSouthRealty.com.
All right, we are back, and I have to tell you, I am really big with collaborating with other local businesses in our area, and one that I recently met and now love is Big Creek Winery West, and they are located here on our square, and we have kind of are working towards just some events to have fun. Tanya, you want to tell us about what's coming up?
So the 29th, Saturday, we are doing a Jeep rally. It's going to be from 4 to 8. We're going to have live music. We're going to have Charles Mott and Dawson Thigpen performing for us. And we're going to have food trucks and vendors, and we're going to have prizes and raffles and
Judging and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. And I missed it the first time, and so y'all know that I recently purchased a Jeep, and so it's fun to meet other people and talk about fixing it up and new wheels and new this and new that, and I'm excited. So I'm excited to be a part of this and get to spread the word.
Yeah, we're pretty
lot
excited
of-
about it too.
A lot of family fun. 2 weeks ago when we did our first one, it was nice. Tanya and I looked around the winery and nobody had their phones texting. Everybody was
Nice.
taking pictures or calling friends to tell them come to the square. There was young kids that can't live without their phone, and they actually put their phones down for 4 hours and enjoyed playing outside on the square. Lawn chairs were out. The police department was going by. Fire trucks were going by, and they could not believe that nobody was on their phones. It was
That's
a beautiful. It
cool.
was very cool, except for
Yeah.
taking pictures of everybody, and that was a great atmosphere. So there is hope for us.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
yes.
I think that it'll be bigger this time.
Yeah.
A lot
I think so
bigger.
too.
We
I
are
do.
going to close off the square. The only
We are.
people that will be permitted on the square to park are Jeeps.
Yes.
And so that way, then you get to show off your Jeep. You'll get to, show your lights, show your sound, whatever you got. Let's see it. And I'm looking forward to it. Mine is a pavement plain Jane Princess, but I love my Jeep, and it's fun.
So you're going to have food trucks? Are you going to have vendors at all? Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had several vendors calling and asking to join in. So, because we are closing off the square, I told them pick a spot on the sidewalk.
So if you are a vendor, probably reach out to y'all.
And we are giving a good portion of the money that we do make on the raffles and everything is going to local charities. We wanted to help out the community along with having fun. So if you are a vendor, we aren't asking for a vendor fee. In lieu of that, we're asking you to make up a gift basket that we can put towards a raffle.
I think that's a great idea. So, I do know people, like I've been to, where I've been to set up as a vendor and stuff like that. And a lot of times we are charged fees or whatnot, but I think that's
Large fees.
Large
Yeah.
fees sometimes, yeah.
So this is free. If you're a vendor, you have a small business, a home business, this is your opportunity to brag and show your goods, and all it's going to cost you is a
Gift basket.
Gift basket.
For a raffle.
Yeah.
But make sure you contact somebody and let them know. Just don't show up the day of. And
Yes.
all
Yeah.
that.
You can call me. I'm Tanya. My cell phone is 774-248-0188, or you can call the winery at 931-903-2900.
Or you can call Teresa at 931-271-5790, or you can always stop by or call the office, Flora Mid-South Realty, at 1288 First Avenue.
Or obviously stop by the winery.
Or stop
Or
by
stop-
the winery, 16 Public Square in Lawrenceburg.
That's a
Which,
great
talking about that, I have to say, I was in there the first time when we had our Jeep meeting, and it is so cute, and the ambiance is just, it's perfect for a wine room, so if you're a winey, and you've got to go. I'm not a wine drinker, so I can't talk about the wine, but I can talk about.
I'm excited. I do love wine, and I had to start out before because I did not like wine when I was much younger, but I had to start out drinking really, really sweet, and then as I kept going, now I've gotten where I'm more on the drier side, and I
We have
kind of.
lots of dry wines.
Yeah, and I'm excited because
Yeah.
I was talking about it the other night when we were sitting there at Society talking, and I was like, man, we have got to go by there. So we have plans Sunday, FYI. We're going to take a little time off and go visit the winery.
And it's more than just a wine store. It's more than just, you can come in, do a wine tasting, you can purchase wine, but you can also sit and get a glass of wine, or we sell wine slushies or sangria. We usually have music in the background, or some nights we have live music. You can come, bring food in, sit down, relax, get a bottle of wine, hang with your friends, make new friends.
I love that.
That's cool.
See, I have that picnic basket and everything. I mean,
Now you got a reason to use it.
I know.
Well, if you haven't, you need to go to the square and check out Big Creek Winery West. Say that fast 3 times. All right. Now a little bit more about the rally. During our brainstorming about the Jeep rally, it grew. We didn't want to leave anybody out. So not only are we doing Jeeps, we're going to do bikes. We're going to have a bike rally. So if you got a bike, then it's your opportunity to show it off and bring it. And I can't
When is
wait.
the bike rally?
August 26th,
Ooh,
4 to 8.
that'll be nice.
We're going to do the same thing.
Right, wonderful. So,
And
so
then-
same thing for vendors. If you're a vendor,
Right.
then
Yep, vendors, food trucks.
Yep.
Correct. And then we're going to do a car truck rally. So if you've got a car, you got a truck, you got, something like that you want to come and bring, all you people out there with your new ponies,
That's
you
what I
can
was
bring
thinking.
those
Broncos.
and
See them everywhere now.
show them off.
Or your vintage vehicles.
Yes. Or if you got race cars, bring your race car because I think racing will be over then. And like drag cars. So
Oh,
bring
yeah.
your drag car. Those are always fun to look at. So.
That'll be nice. I'm excited about all
October
that.
trunk or treat.
Yes, in October we're going to have a trunk or treat. We'll let you know the date, but if you have cars, trucks, motorcycles, whatever you have, it's our opportunity to have a family fun event, have candy, have candy to pass out to the kids, and just have a good time. So I'm excited about that
We're-
one. That one's going to be
Yeah, we're definitely excited about it. We've
Yes.
already been talking about our vehicle.
Nate, go ahead.
Yeah, Nathan has a utility van.
Yeah, just a work van. That's
It's
it.
just a work
Just a
van.
white-
It's just
Just
a big
a
work
work
van.
van.
And so for a running joke, we've all been calling it the kidnapper van. And so we want to write on the side of it, like, with chalk paint, free candy.
And then he's going to dress up like a clown.
No, I'm not.
We even joke. He's like, we could stick Bella in the back, like she's tied up. I'm like, that's just so wrong.
That is. We give them nightmares. Remember, we've got little kids coming. So
It's
anyway,
Halloween.
we've got all kinds of fun things planned. You can go to the winery and talk to them. They can tell you what's going on. You can stop by our office. You could hook us or find us on Facebook, on any kind of social media. Basically, we're out there everywhere, and it's going to be a good time. So I'm excited.
Me too. I do have a few questions though about your wine.
Sure.
What types of wine, kind of like flavors? Is it all just grape, or do you have like?
No, we have grape and fruit wines. So Billy Breimer, he owns Big Creek Winery. Started out in Pulaski. 80 to 85% of the grapes are grown right there in Pulaski. Everything is made and bottled there, so it goes right from Pulaski to us on the square. And he wanted to focus mainly on local grapes and fruits, so we don't have the typical Chardonnays or Cabernets or anything like that. We have all southern grown grapes and fruits from this region.
Now, what types of fruit? When you say fruit,
Blackberry, cherry, blueberry, raspberry, peach,
muscadine.
muscadine.
You know, that's one of my go-to.
Concord.
I'm excited. That's nice.
I
We
like
have
pineapple.
raspberry.
Raspberry
We have
Reagan.
I like pineapple.
I think it was the wrong temperate zone for pineapple.
I love that you do put a theme, like, that it is just from kind of our area. I do love that. I'm big into our culture here in the South, even though we have Yankees that migrate here.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm one of
come on
them.
now.
Me, well, there's more Yankees
Yeah.
in this room.
That's the reason why I made the joke this morning. I knew I was outnumbered. I knew me and Bob over here were outnumbered.
What do they call us when we come and we stay?
Halfbacks.
Now that's when you go from Florida. I moved from Florida, or from Ohio down to Florida. Hurricanes was not my thing. So we moved back. We moved to Tennessee, which was halfway back. So then that's when everybody called us halfbacks.
Yeah, and then you're also in Tornado Alley now. So
Yeah.
how is that different from the Hurricanes?
Well,
Tornadoes last an afternoon. A hurricane can
No.
have aftermath
3 weeks
for
to a
3
month.
weeks after,
Well-
and everything shuts down, and it's just awful.
one thing about a hurricane, you got 7 days to get ready. because they watch it coming in. So you can board up, pack up, leave, do whatever. A tornado, you got like a split second to make the right decision. So in that respect, I'd rather have the tornado, but I don't want either one.
Yeah, neither one. I mean, you actually live over in that area where tornadoes actually kind of come
Yeah,
through a
jinx
little
me.
more.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep
Yeah.
talking.
Just saying, it always makes me nervous you being there. When are you going to put in that storm shelter? I keep asking.
After the hot tub.
Priorities.
Shelter. That
You
is the
just
shelter.
go climb in the hot tub and watch the tornado go past. How's that?
Right. So anyway, anything else more about the winery or our events?
So we do have, like I said, we have local artists that come in weekly, and we've had several the last few weeks that have been amazing, and we are looking to get other local artists to come and perform. So if you are interested, then definitely come down. You can give me a call, 774-248-0188, or call the winery at 931 309, what is it? I forget the number now. 209-2900 or 309-2900.
Just look at
Try
it.
one of those.
Just Google it.
Just
Google
Big Creek
everything.
Winery.
I forgot what I was going to say, too. I was going to ask you a question. Oh, do you have anybody playing for this week?
So I think Dawson Thigpen might be coming in. He did contact me yesterday. I haven't had a chance to touch base with him again, but I think we might have him. We are planning on doing karaoke within the next couple of weeks. A lot of people have been asking about karaoke. So if you get on Big Creek Winery West on Facebook, whenever we have something coming up, it'll be on. It'll be posted on there.
Good. We've been talking about, well, not we, but a friend of ours, she loves karaoke, and she's been like, let's do karaoke. And then Nathan, I know he likes karaoke. There is not.
Yeah, but I only like karaoke if I have a few drinks.
Well, then there's the winery. I mean, that's perfect.
Plenty of drinks. Plenty of drinks.
I think that would be fun. I do. I've heard that. I think I heard a little birdie told me that you did some karaoke one night too.
That should be interesting.
It was with a friend of mine and another couple, and we were up there singing "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Oh, that would have been. That's video worthy right there.
No.
Was you
And that
singing
was
with her?
after
No, I wasn't around that night.
I had some liquid encouragement, and
Liquid Courage.
that probably won't happen again.
Yeah.
The karaoke part. But anyway, all right. Not only do we collaborate with local businesses, not only do we provide information to local charities, but we also sell real estate. And real estate is good right now, and I put in an offer last night for a family, and the property's been on the market for 2 days, and they had 7 offers. So if you have a property you would like to sell, now is the time.
Absolutely. I mean, I had 2 listings last week to go under contract. It's a great thing to sell right now. We only have 1 other listing available at the moment because inventory is low, and it's just some land. Nathan actually has that land over in Waynesboro.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'll let you know
It's
about it.
8.88 acres. Beautiful views on the
I
property.
love the view.
Yeah, it kind of sits up on a hill-ish type thing, and you get up top, and it looks really nice.
If
There's
you're
also
over from that, if you're from over that way or whatever, but it's just off of Highway 13 as you're going toward Buffalo River. So I think that could be a big seller too. Is you're only minutes from Buffalo River if you like all the outdoorsy stuff. And
Yeah, there's a trailer on there already. They're open to negotiate on selling that.
it's a
So,
camper.
little camper, yeah.
There's a difference between a trailer and a camper.
And I'm a Yankee.
Well, I mean,
I've got a listing over there as well, or going to have. I have the
know.
listing.
I'm
The pictures
excited.
were taken on Monday, and it's 212 acres. It has a 4,000 square foot home.
it's huge.
It is huge. It
One
just keeps,
level.
yes, all one level. It just keeps going on and on. It has a shop. I would say the shop is a 20 by 40
Probably.
shop. and concrete floor, metal building, and it's all wilderness. Hunting would be just incredible. There is some flat area. If you've got animals, you can fence it in. There is a small creek that runs through the front part of the property, and it's going to be
beautiful
it is.
view. Now you're going to have to be okay with no phone service, but I think they do have internet, so you can just have to run off of Wi-Fi
phone.
But I think that's phenomenal to me.
And we were close to Buffalo.
Oh, we were minutes to Buffalo River. You're like 10, 15 minutes from Tennessee River.
Right.
I mean, it's
Well,
phenomenal
Clifton,
location.
you've got the marina over at Clifton. You've got everything that Clifton has to offer. If you've not been to Clifton, Clifton's a cute little town. And so you need to check it out. But
Close to Savannah. You're close to Lexington.
Yes.
I mean, you're close enough to bigger areas to be out in the middle of pretty much nowhere. It's secluded. You're on a dead-end road.
And it is private.
It is
You could
private.
run around outside naked all day long and nobody
Would know you. No. You could probably put about 10 more people
Wait a
back
minute,
there. They would know.
that's the beauty of running outside naked is people see you, right?
Yeah, that's what
I think
you
if you
thought
want
a long
to, I
time
think
ago.
if you want to spend the night in jail, I'm thinking that's how that goes.
I run fast.
Got to catch you first. I don't know. I'd like to see that. We'd have to try to chase you down.
No. God, I don't want to see that. No.
In the van.
In the van.
In the van, yeah. I'm just going to
That's
spring out the
creepy.
back of the van.
That's creepy.
Oh, you know what I
That's
did
creepy.
here though? I had to tell you this little side. I know it's off squirrel thing, but he
Well,
was telling me
squirrel, and
about
then commercial after
what he was telling me about what they did as kids, and I wonder how much you were aware of this. But
I
as
don't even
teenage
probably wanna
boys,
know.
they would run naked backwards through the cornfields as jokes.
Yes. No, it
And-
wasn't a joke.
It was
It was
initiation.
initiation and a dare, basically. So
I had
we
never.
would-
He's like, you never
Well,
heard of
he
that? I
also
hadn't."
stood up in the back. He must like people to see him because he used to stand up in the back of a pickup truck going down Main Street in Springfield, Ohio, butt naked. And they'd all be in the back of the truck mooning everybody.
I've done that before.
Oh,
Yeah, that
wow.
was you.
I got suspended from school for mooning somebody out of the school bus.
Do you like to be naked? Apparently.
No, I didn't think
Exhibitionist.
so, but adding up all these things, I might be. I don't know.
All right, let's go to a commercial.
I think so.
We'll be right back.
Why would you buy or sell a home without a realtor? Would you go whitewater rafting without a life jacket? Let me protect you with all things real estate. Hi, I'm Teresa Flora with Flora Mid-South Realty, and you can reach me at 931-271-5790. Let's see how we can work together. Catch us on Tuesday mornings from 8 to 9 on 105.3, 95.3, or online at FloraRockstars.com. Flora Rockstar Power Hour, brought to you by Flora Mid-South Realty, rocking the real estate news and all things local.
Hey y'all, this is Shelby Lee Lowe, and I'm here to tell y'all about my friends at Flora Mid-South Realty. Teresa and her gang are the perfect group to help you out with all of your real estate needs. So call Teresa at Flora Mid-South Realty.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out. Call 931-762-4247 or online at floramidSouthRealty.com.
Where there's country.
And we're back.
All right. On a serious note, we're going to talk a little bit about numbers aren't sexy, but they do tell a story. And I wanted to let you know that right now, currently, there's 88 listings, which an average sale price of $415,000. And there are 3 coming soon. So that means that the seller's just not quite ready to put it on the market yet for people to see, but they're coming. We also have 8 under contract showing, which that means that the seller is still taking backup offers and letting people view the property. There's 8 of those. There are 4 not showing, so he's satisfied with his offer and headed to closing. We had 3 expired listings in the last week and a half. And from June 25th through July 8th, we had 23 closings, an average sale price of $269,000. This is the number that I always tell everybody to pay attention to. The list price to sell price he got 96.74%. That's low, lower than what it's been.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
But
why is it always a he, by the way?
He?
Yeah, he. You keep
Oh,
calling
I
it
don't
he.
know. I don't know.
Numbers
Now
have
you just-
pronouns.
They identify.
Okay. And the listings were on the market from the time that you put the sign in the yard till the day that it closes, on average is about 87 days. Now, this time of the year, we've already been through the first half. From January 1 to June 30th, we had 229 listings. She got an average of $276,918.
They prefer they and them.
We're going to go there this morning, really?
No, we are not. And with the list price to sell price, that's the important number. This one is low, 95.99%. That means that the seller and the agent come up with a price to put it on the market, and he got 96% of that price. It's still good, but just lower than normal.
Which is good. I mean, you got to think of it this way, too, for your buyers. That means, sellers are willing to
Negotiable.
negotiate.
Of course, but where is that coming from? Because inventory is still low, because it's still a seller's market, and I'm throwing air quotes up. Where did those percentage points go, do you think?
I mean, I think because if people see houses right now sitting too long, they immediately go to that. It's been sitting there, it means it's overpriced, so they know they're already
something's wrong with it.
something's wrong with it. So they're willing to negotiate. Buyers are. They're like, hey, they're going to go out there and be like, it's been sitting too long. If that house has been sitting there for a couple of weeks, a couple of things. The biggest reason why is because it's overpriced.
Well, it just depends. Depends on who your agent is. Because if you're not doing marketing,
That's true,
and you're
too.
not getting it out, and you're not getting the public to see, then you've got to sell a house twice. One, you have to sell it to the agents in the area, the other agents who may have buyers. We need to know that house is for sale. So if there's no advertisement, we don't even know. The public's not going to know.
That's true.
So, your advertising is critical. Your pictures are critical. Those that put two pictures in there and they're sideways, those aren't going to work. So you've got a lot of things to consider before you ever think about price or condition.
That's true. All of that is very true. But I still think the biggest, personally, whenever I talk to everybody, immediately buyers already think that it's just overpriced. That's where they go to.
Sure. So that just lets you know that you need to have all your ducks in a row. And then all you have to do is deal with the price.
Well, that's the reason why I'm so heavy-handed. Like, personally, I'm a little bit more heavy-handed on marketing, because I want to make sure that I've marketed to the best of my ability. Whether, we run YouTube ads, we run Facebook ads. We put it on Google. We send out newsletters. I mean, I try to do as heavy-handed videos, just so that I know that if it's still sitting there, then we know that it's the price.
Right. And we try to educate our sellers. When you put a listing on the market for a price, you're testing the market. You're testing to see if the public agrees with you, basically. And so, it's not a for sure thing. I can tell you it's my opinion. I look at numbers of previous sales. I look at condition. I look at shape. I look at cleanliness. I look at all that kind of stuff. And so all of that plays a part into pricing. We try to do the best we can with pricing, but the public sometimes just doesn't agree with us.
Absolutely. But that's where the negotiation happens.
Right.
That's when you get
And if the house has been sitting there, don't be scared. Like, if you know that it's out of your price range, so when you are looking as a buyer, go up and your price range is, let's just say $250,000. Go ahead and put in houses priced at $275. I mean, because go ahead and start looking at houses that are $275. I mean, the worst they can say is no.
Right.
Of course.
So
and there is, in my opinion, there is a big jump from the 225s and 230s to 275s and 280s. There,
I mean,
the quality of the home. There is a big leap there, and I don't know why, but there's a leap from the low 200s and the mid and high 200s, and pretty big leap. Significant.
You know, and I think some people are like, well, we don't want to insult them. You know, look, I've been insulted when I've had sellers, and we get a really low offer. But at the same time, if we, you know, sometimes it's just ridiculous. But I still would always like to try to work with them and just see what their top dollar is. So we want to know what our bottom, and we want to know what their top is. So we just kind of keep working at it. And that counter offer, I mean, we've had like mini counter offers just to finally get to a good point.
Right.
But I mean, but that's the job as a buyer agent. I'm trying to get this house that my clients want for as little money as possible.
Correct, with as many things done.
But as a seller agent, I'm trying to get my client the most money for their house as possible. That is our job in a nutshell.
And then, but sometimes, you know, also these sellers are also, they need to sell for whatever reason. They're either downsizing, upsizing, they're buying a new house, whatever reason. So sometimes they are a little bit more negotiable, especially they're like, okay, we have to get a move on this. We've got to move. Let's just go ahead and actually negotiate something here.
Right. Right. That brings me to another point. When you talk about, Nathan, you talked about what the job is for a buyer's agent and what a job is for a listing agent. You know, now just think, if you are a buyer and you contact that listing agent, what's that listing agent's job?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got...
Well, legally, their job is to be a facilitator at the time. But you got to think of
who hired them.
Correct. Who hired them, who they've been working with, who that they know, all whatever, to deal with the house. So
I think that's the reason why me and Nathan balance each other out really well, is because we always play devil's advocate to each other. Mm-hmm. So we are always trying to look at it as like, okay, if you had the seller, if I had the buyer, this is how we would handle it, and we would do reverse roles. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why we're always, I guess, training and practicing too. But you know, I know people are like, well, you need a buyer's agent to represent. Just know that we have the advantage of that, because we do. We could actually, it's easier for us to go against each other. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't care to go against him, against somebody else.
Nope.
I will negotiate. I will negotiate to the best of them. I don't care. So, what else we got here?
We got a commercial.
Oh, another commercial.
We'll be right back.
Hey y'all, this is Lauren Dixon, Miss Tennessee. Did you know that there are 37 blessing boxes in Lawrence County? Would you share your heart for the hungry by purchasing non-perishable items or hygiene items and dropping them off at a blessing box near you? Or you can drop them off at Flora Mid-South Realty.
At Flora Mid-South Realty, we are located at 1288 First Avenue, just behind the radio stations and McDonald's. You can drop off your food, financial donations, or you can Venmo. That's at Flora Mid-South Realty.
Hey y'all, this is Shelby Lee Lowe, and I'm here to tell y'all about my friends at Flora Mid-South Realty. Teresa and her gang are the perfect group to help you out with all of your real estate needs. So call Teresa at Flora Mid-South Realty.
Let the gang at Flora Mid-South Realty help you out. Call 931-762-4247 or online at floramidSouthRealty.com.
She just keeps praying.
And we're back.
All right, talk about while Holly's looking at all the local events coming up, I wanted to give you some numbers, because you know that's what kind of person I really am. And I kind of broke it down per price point. Over the last 6 months, we had from $0 to $200,000, we had 71 properties sell. From $200,000 to $300,000, we had 82 properties sold. And this one shocked me. This one was higher than I thought it would be. The price points between $300,000 and $400,000, there was 50 properties sold in those price points for the first half of the year. Then you get up to anything higher than $400K, then it kind of slacks off a lot. From $400,000 to $500,000, there was only 14 homes sold. And from $500,000 and higher, there was only 13 homes sold. So it kind of gives you an idea. Out of those 13, or the $500,000 and higher, it took 164 days to get them to close. So just some information, food for thought.
Okay.
You got your holiday?
You're ready
holidays?
now? I thought you still talking about numbers.
No, I'm done with numbers for today.
Thank God.
Everybody
I mean,
says,
no,
"Yay!"
no.
Yay.
They don't like numbers.
I love numbers. It's just
Actually, he does love
bunch.
numbers. The apple
Love
don't fall
numbers.
far from the tree. I say it all the time. I realize it more and more every day.
Is that scary?
No, not at all. So let's see. We have the Lawrence County Chamber is doing their. Where'd my date go? July the 13th. This Thursday, July the 13th, they are doing a 74th annual membership meeting. They have a social hour at 5:30. Dinner's at 6:30. Contact Keely at locotennessee.com if you would like to be able to be there for that event. I think it's a pretty big event.
It is. It is. There's a charge, but that's a big event.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was a really big event. I believe y'all are going to be there
Big
for
Creek
that.
Winery West will be there. Tanya and I will both be there for that evening of fun. And it is Thursday?
Thursday.
Now, is it like formal? Do you know? I was curious.
I don't know. I didn't.
Holy jeans and boots.
Your Sunday attire.
There is Bending Cars and Mending Hearts. It's Demolition Derby and Jump and Run, and it is to raise money for a kids' place, a child advocacy center. Whew. It's going to be at the Rotary Park, and that is on. Man, I should have wrote this down a little better because I can't find my notes here. Oh. Well, we're going to have to come back to that one, probably. I can't find the notes, or somebody keep talking.
Yay, Holly!
It's this Saturday. I'm so sorry. It's this Saturday at 6 p.m. That is, I think that is a great, that will always have my heart. This foundation, they do a lot of amazing work with children and families. So that is this Saturday at 6 p.m. It's a demolition derby. I love demolition derbies. They're fun.
I've always wanted to be in a demolition derby.
That would be fun.
I think that'd be fun. And not now. I'm old and I hurt, so I can't now. But when I was younger, I'd also wanted to barrel race horses.
I could, yeah.
Squirrel, but
I know. I crashed enough cars in my days. I don't need to be in another one.
Society, this Friday, July the 14th, is Bama Border Music. This Saturday, July the 15th, is the Lucky Horseshoes. And then Steaders is going to be having a pretty big live music event, Saturday, July the 29th, from 6:30 to 9:30. They have Macy Shaw, Luke Kelly, Conrad Hanna. That looks like that is going to be a fun night.
That's the same night as...
Speaking of Steaders, have we heard anything about the singer-songwriter for this quarter?
We're working on it.
Okay.
Well, now at Steaders too, this July the 15th, this week, Chloe Bell is going to be there.
I know.
Nice.
You know, she's been on the air with us. She's great.
So
She's
is Luke Kelly.
sweet.
Part of the family.
Luke Kelly's been with us, and he's going to come back.
I'm excited to see Luke Kelly. That's going to be a really good show.
He's phenomenal.
And that'll be a good night right before school goes back. Everybody come out to Steaders and enjoy that.
After they go to the rally.
That's the same night as the rally. Oh, so come by the rally and then go there.
Yes.
That's a fun
Or go
evening.
eat dinner, listen to some music, and then come to the rally.
I think that'll be a fun
It would be a
day.
fun evening.
Yeah. And then, of course, Crockett Cinemas is doing their free summer movies. They do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This week is Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. I think that's great for kids. And then it is Monday through Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is the Plowboy Produce Auction.
That is a great auction to go to. If you've never been to the Plowboy auction, it's up in Etheridge, and it's where you can buy bulk. If you're a canner, if you like to freeze, if you have a large family, you can go and buy things in bulk. That's where I like to go and buy like corn, and that way I can work it up and put it in the freezer. Or
That's a really good idea, especially if you don't have time with a garden.
Right, and it's cheap enough usually that you can.
And I
Not only
love
that,
mess
we
with the garden
went out
anymore.
there for
the furniture.
stuff, and you can get
Consignment.
the really nice cedar furniture.
They only
for
do
a
that
lot
certain
cheaper.
times
Twice
of
a
the year,
year.
though. Yeah, so twice a year we went.
Keep
To
an
that.
eye
It
out
was
for
fun.
it. Like those cool little double glider thingamajiggers that you see all the time that you spend $400-600 on. You can pick them up for $200 all day. at the
Cutting
auction.
boards. You bought a lot of the cedar live wood. It's just
Live edge wood.
Live edge wood. You can do all kinds of stuff. with that.
The Plowboy auction is great if you've not checked it out. It
Especially for local. I
I
that.
like it's where all the Amish take all of their fruits and vegetables and they get auctioned off. It is an auction, so you are bidding on it, but a lot of times you can get things pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's in bulk.
And speaking of local events too, we're a member of the Faith Church, and we are starting our God of the Box office this Sunday.
Yeah, that's a
So,
big event
a
for
big
families.
Event, it's great.
They
time.
do.
I haven't experienced it
This will
myself
be,
yet, but
I mean, I've been several times because I've been to church there for quite a while now, and it's a lot of fun. People dressed up as characters. I don't think they're telling yet what the theme.
I was going to
is.
ask
I
that.
know
We
what
know
it
that,
is, but I don't think they're talking
yeah.
about it yet. They're keeping it pretty quiet, but like.
See, it's great. They take the
music
popular
and
music or a popular
movies.
movie, and our pastor, he takes a quote or a scene out of that movie, and then he preaches and puts
Just
it
to
in God's
relate
word.
to everybody,
Yeah.
and there's popcorn and drinks.
It's just a
and
fun time.
It's just to bring people in. And they only does.
How
it
do you
for a
know what
month.
to dress up if you don't know?
You don't.
And you don't dress up. They
Yeah, yeah.
they
Oh,
have that. We
They
have
have
the
people.
dress
characters.
up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like last year, let's just go from last year. So they had the minions. Were dressed up. People running around dressed up as minions. That was fun. They've done a Christmas one where the Grinch was there, and they did like the big Polar Express train. I mean, they go all out to bring people in.
And that's the Faith Church.
That is Faith
Faith
Church.
Here in Lawrenceburg.
Well, that's
and
all three
everywhere.
campuses. The Florence campus, that's where we primarily go because we're down in Loretta, and that's just
Yeah.
where we go.
But
But
it
the
is.
Lawrenceburg campus is beautiful and great, and we've been there a few times since we've been staying on Mom's property while we remodel our house. So
Where's
we-
the third one?
The third one's in Muscle Shoals.
It's
They're
brand
actually-
new.
It's brand new.
There's
They
a-
haven't even. I don't think they've opened it yet. Have they?
Well, they
opened
got
it?
the cafe open now, so I'm thinking
Okay.
that it's well on its way.
Because they've
to
been
open.
setting up in a place where they have to set up, take down each week. while they're-
They've been saying they've been
Yeah.
going to. They've been in a gym at a high school,
Yeah.
so they have grown already. But I mean, everybody. Some of my friends they call it Six Flags over Jesus, and we just kind of joke about it because it is entertaining, but it's not fire and brimstone so much. So I like the. I love the music.
It's definitely
my kids love it.
non-denominational.
It is non-denominational.
Modern.
They make you feel like everybody is included and welcome. That's why we love it.
Absolutely.
So anyway, there's a shout out to our church.
Go Faith Church.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right. You got anything else you want to talk about? Tell us a little bit more about the winery. We got 5 minutes.
Just to round everything out, we are on the square, 16 Public Square in Lawrenceburg. It is more than just a wine store. It is a place that you can come and sit down and relax and have a glass of wine or buy a bottle. I do cater to, well, I don't cater food, but we do open it up for parties if you want to book a party there. We have had several parties, several fundraisers already that we've had there that have turned out fantastic. So please come in, check it out. If you want to book a party, definitely contact me, 774-248-0188. My name is Tanya. That's about it.
Bob?
It's a great place to meet new people because with everybody moving from out of state, it's amazing. Every day we see people from Texas, California, Illinois is a good place, but Colorado, a lot from Florida are moving in every day.
California,
Boston. And
I'm actually moving some clients here from Colorado. They will be moving in.
Oregon, state of Washington. You know, it's just it's a really cool place to meet people and sit down and have a glass of wine and see why everybody's moving to this pretty place. So
Yeah, because
it's a blessing.
it is, and a lot of people are migrating to Tennessee. A lot.
Because Tennessee's a great place to live. Plus, our money goes farther in Tennessee. We don't have state tax, so it's just a great overround. Plus, we were
actually talking about that yesterday. Because Clarissa, she just got her license and she got to
Yes.
fill up the car for the first time and buy
Yeah.
food. Went to her first Walmart trip by herself. And,
Scared me to death.
And it was the first time she filled a car by herself, and she was like, "I didn't know how expensive that was." Well, welcome to adulthood.
Yeah.
So then we got talking about taxes and and just trying to adult.
Yeah, because that is, that's a huge thing we do hear a lot from when I talk to people. They're like, a big draw is that we don't have a state income tax. Me and Nathan was talking about that just recently too, about the state income tax, and I'm like, it all kind of balances out.
It does. It just depends on where the money comes from and where it's going. But
Tennessee is a huge tourist area,
and I didn't realize. I don't know why I didn't realize this. Maybe because the only place I've lived in Tennessee is Lawrence County, but it is very touristy. Nashville and Gatlinburg.
And
we're right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's one thing about us.
Memphis. Of course.
We're 3 hours to Memphis, a little over 3 hours to Memphis. We're a little over 4 hours to the mountains. We're just over an hour to Nashville. We're 7 hours to the beach. I mean, we're just like right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. It makes a really big difference. So, I mean, that's when I have people call, we talk a lot about politics and a lot about, yeah, they do. They do. They like to talk about politics sometimes and about just like tax stuff and that kind of thing. So, anyway, is that it?
Well, don't forget, we've got the rally coming up on the 29th. Stedders has got some great music coming up on the 29th. So combine the two, come out and see us. Stop by the winery. That it's a great place. The ambiance there is fun, and it's pretty.
Blessing boxes, yes,
and
say that.
Great. Great minds think alike. I appreciate you guys. And don't forget our blessing boxes. There are more and more popping up everywhere. So if you see a box in front of an establishment, whether it's a church, whether it is a business, most likely it's a blessing box for food donations. We do take donations, and I will tell you that we are very, very low for this month. So if you have any food donations and you would like to bring them by, we will take them out to the boxes for you. And if you have some that you would like for us to pick up, we will come and pick up food. But we're always looking for donations. We're always looking for monetary or actual food. Make sure that it's got good dates. Make sure that it's non-perishable. Remember the weather right now, it can get pretty hot in those boxes. Not that it stays there very long, but
no, it does not, because there's such a great need.
There is a need. And I can tell you, Pat and I will start up in Summertown and work our way down to 5 Points, and we've delivered to all these boxes. And by the time we get south and turn around to come north, likelihood of those being empty is pretty good. So people are just, they need that little bit to get them over until they get their next check or whatever. So
we can take donations at the winery for that for you as well.
Thank
if
you.
People want to drop stuff off
you.
there for us.
So the winery has just volunteered. So if you would like to take food or monetary donations to them, that would be great. They are on the square. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, that wraps up our show for today. Thank you all for tuning in, listening, and watching. And we will see you next week. Nathan, take us home.
For the third time, U.S. Attorney David Weiss has denied requesting special counsel status in the Hunter Biden investigation. This contradicts statements made by IRS whistleblower Gary Shapley, who testified before Congress in April that Weiss put in the request after he wasn't able to convince prosecutors in Washington, D.C. and California to bring charges against President Biden's son.
Fox's Ryan Schmel. Some roads and streets are now ponds and rivers in Vermont.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty scary.
Dozens of people have needed to be rescued from the flooding that has capital Montpelier underwater, and it's feared to get worse. A dam is at risk of being breached after Sunday's floods in New York, where a woman was swept away and killed in Orange County. America's listening to Fox News.
Democrats just want to win the next election, and they're trying to do it with ceaseless money printing. Hi, Stephen K. Bannon. It is critical to protect your retirement right now with a gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To learn